Hey everybody, I'm excited to announce that our strategic coach for the 2019 LCS season is Coach Irean. I wanted it to be an ex-player. It's a big benefit because if you've lived the life of a pro and if you've been that high on the ladder, you're able to coach that situation a lot more. And the decisions that he's made along the way are like towards that purpose. The other thing is that I wanted somebody that is hardworking and mature. That kind of idea of like, we as a coach, you need to actually work more hours than the players or else you're not doing your job right. And Irean is aligned with me on that as well. He has the same philosophy in terms of like what it is that we do to prepare the team for victory when the players are doing their job of resting or sleeping.
Something a strategic coach does that a lot of fans wouldn't know about is, in my eyes, I feel like they actually have to really understand like their players' like psychology and kind of understand what makes certain people tilt and how to fix them from tilting.
A lot of the learning comes from the VOD review. It doesn't really come from the game itself. And a strategic coach can really bring out a lot of like important things from the game.
He paid his dues and he worked up the ranks and he was stellar at everything that he was doing. And then he went to Turkey last year and he crushed the Turkish league for 2 splits in a row, and he managed to take them all the way to Worlds.
I cannot believe it. In their first match on the international stage, supermassive takedown G2.
And his philosophy of the coach should understand the matchups was at a higher level than almost any other coach that I've worked with. So the players got to watch through game after game after game of footage of coaches analyzing the CLG versus Optic match. Irean's, he really cut to the heart of like, oh, this is why this happened and this is why this happened.
He understands mechanics at like a high level. So even in the Optic game, he would point out certain mechanical misplays as well as just overall macro things that maybe we kind of overlooked.
I think Orianna wasn't playing it on the wave when it was crashing, and that allowed them to dive bottom, I think. And there's just small things like that that he would bring up all the time that most coaches might say like, oh, you're getting dove bottom, back off the tower. But he kind of pointed out like, hey, Orianna could have prevented this dive had she just been on the wave a little bit sooner.
I think that with Coach Irean, we have something that we can build something long-term, that we can build a legacy. And so that was one of the most exciting things about partnering with him. And so I would ask you to welcome him very warmly to CLG.